Danny again with the Flipping Tables YouTube channel, and I have got a treat. Inside the box is my Blighted Ogrun stuff for Hordes, for my Legion of Everblight army. Gonna get this opened up. And GTS, I love them. They believe heavily in plenty of packing material. God bless them. Alright. We're going to save that baby for last. Right here we've got Gorag Rotnai and Anamag the Doom Feaster. And then what I've been waiting for, which apparently has Gorag Rotnai in it already, is the Blighted Ogrun theme force box. So we're going to get that open last. I won't open that Gorag since there's one in the box, so I will sell that one. But let's get Anamag the Doom Feaster opened. And Privateer Press does not put the cards in here anymore since everything is done with the War Room app. So you know what? Let's get that opened and see what we're working with Anamag. Hold on to that to put her back in when we're done. So it's a mix of plastic and pewter pieces. Majority of the sculpt is this really nice plastic here. Some very, very nice detail on here. Got some good bit of, the usual flash. A little bit more on the head where the hair is than I'm used to seeing with some other models. But, it's plastic. It'll clean up pretty easily. So I'm not too worried about it. The arms and the weapon are both metal. Personally, I like the metal models. I feel like they're sturdier. They hold up better. The hardest part of an all-metal model is trying to make sure it stays glued together. The Gorilla Glue Super Glue that I've been using recently for everything else seems to work really well, especially for bonding metal to metal or these plastic pieces to metal. So I think it's going to work great with this. And let's see here. Anamag the Doom Feaster. So she's got 7 Fury. Speed is 5, Strength 8, Mat 8, Rat 8. So Mat and Rat is melee attack and range attack. Defense is 14, armor is 16, command is 8. And her weapon is a fanged staff. Range 2, power 5, and PS is 13. And let's see here. She's got Ritual Slaughter. Once during each of your turns when another friendly Blighted Ogre model destroys an enemy model with an attack while in this model's control range, immediately after that attack is resolved, this model can cast a spell without spending Fury. This model can boost attack and damage rolls on spell cast as a result of Ritual Slaughter. So we'll get to see what her spells are in just a minute. And remember, Warlocks can use the Animus ability of other War Beasts. As long as they're within the control range, they can cast it as if they're casting one of their own spells. So if you got a Animus on some of your War Beasts that would be beneficial in this kind of situation, do it. Snacking. When this model boxes a living model with a melee attack, it can choose to remove the boxed model from play. When it does, this model can remove D3 damage points. Nice. Love it when your creatures and your warlocks can heal themselves. Fanged Staff has an ability called Man Catcher. A warrior model hit by this attack suffers -2 defense and for 1 round cannot advance while within this model's melee range. Not bad. Alright, her spells. Bond of Gristle and Bone. Cost 2 Fury, range of 6, no AoE, and is not offensive. Target friendly faction warrior model or unit gains +2 armor and feign death. Models are not affected while out of formation. Carnage. Cost 2. Cast it on herself. Friendly faction models gain +2 to melee attack rolls against enemy models in the spellcaster's control range. Carnage lasts for 1 turn. Fury Strength is cost 2, range 6. Target friendly faction warrior model or unit gains +2 strength for 1 turn. Gallows. When an enemy model is hit by this attack, it can be pushed D6 inches directly toward Gallows' point of origin. That is cost 3, range 10, and a power 13. So it will do damage. You'll roll it as if you're rolling an attack. Hex Blast. Cost 3, range 10. It's AoE 3, so use the 3-inch template, and power 13. Enemy upkeep spells and Anamag on the model or unit directly hit by Hex Blast immediately expire. And her feat is Field of Bones. While in Anamag's control range, friendly faction warrior models gain Dark Shroud and their melee weapons gain Grievous Wounds. Field of Bones lasts for 1 turn. While in the melee range of a model with Dark Shroud, enemy models suffer -2 armor. A model hit with Grievous Wounds loses Tough and cannot have damage removed from it for 1 round. Wow. So she will definitely be going in my playlist when I start playing the game regularly. All right, let's get this beautiful baby open. And you know what? I'm going to bring the camera around real quick. That way I can get a better shot of Anamag for everybody, and also get a better shot of everything coming out of the Force box. Alright, so here is a better view of Anamag. Like I said, it's got some really awesome details to it. This is going to be a lot of fun to get painted. A lot of the stuff I had painted before, starting in Hordes and War Machine, has been Warhammer 40k. And recently, before this, Imperial Assault. And here's her staff and her weapon. But anyway, the models that I paint for those, at least that I've painted so far, have not had hair. So, you know, that'll be something different to paint. Obviously, she's an ogre, so the hair is going to just be black, so it's going to be easy. But applying the highlights to it will be, at least for me, it'll be a little bit of a challenge, since I'm still getting back into painting. Still, I would consider myself fairly new. Alright, so we've got a little Theme Force primer here. Give me some backstory on the Blighted Ogrun. And then just a little overview of each of the models. just a sample force there. And got the special rules here. When you're building this in the War Room app, the theme isn't going to be Blighted Ogrun. It's actually going to be Primal Terrors. I found that out playing around with the app a couple of days ago while waiting for this to come in. But you got special rules that benefit you playing this, like the deployment zone. Instead of I believe 10 inches for Primal Terrors, you get an additional 2 inches to that. So your deployment zone will be 12 inches in this instance. Where is my blade? And you get no cards. All that's digital now. So if you don't have the War Room app already, which if you are playing this game or playing War Machine, I would be very surprised if you don't have the app yet. It's a fantastic tool. And the cards, the decks are, I think, like $6 or $7. And so you can buy just one at a time, and they have deals on there where you can get all the decks for Hordes, or all the decks for War Machine, or all the Mercenaries, or you can just buy everything at once. Works out to be a better deal. I only bought the deck for Legion of Everblight since I'm kind of just getting back into things. Don't want to go full on and spend like $80 or $90 for every deck and then end up not playing it. I'd rather spend $7 and get the models I need and play it that way. And if I decide to go into getting a second army, great, I can just spend another $7 and get that deck. So in this box we have our Blighted Rotwings, I believe is what they are called. Yep, Blighted Rotwings. So these are little flyers unit, and they are all metal. So that's the actual unit there, and here's their wings. That's going to be another one that I haven't painted before is wings. I played Chaos Marines for 40k, and the only winged creatures that I had was a Demon Prince, and it was not feathered wings. I did not play a Zeech Prince. So that'll be another one. Those are probably, on the picture they're black with the gray highlights to it that they do for all the black stuff. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with it yet. Just because there's, they're northern mountainous force according to the going by the lore, but I might do a little color on their wings just to break up the monotony. You can only paint so much black and purple before you just get tired of it. Alright, in here we have our War Spears. Turn the box around so I can see the names of the units since I'm still getting familiar with it myself. Warmongers are Blighted Ogrun Warmongers. There we go. And Privateer Press really does a great job on these sculpts. I mean, they really are high quality. Got some different poses here. we got our Forsaken. It's our solo attachment or solo unit. The booty. There's the front, so you know, covering herself with her wings. And then got all of her little individual pieces, which are too small for me to really be able to properly show. But here are the arms, hands, and weapons for the warmongers. There's just some fantastic detail. You know, the thing that I really have come to enjoy about this game, about Warmahordes, is that for what you would spend on a start collecting box from Games Workshop, or a battle group, or whatever it's called now, you can get a fairly competitive Warmahordes army going. Just all in, $200, maybe 300, and you are good to go. So in here we've got our Warmonger War Chief, which, holding up the wrong one, Warmonger War Chief. There's his arms here. And then here is Gorag Rotten Eye. And ignore the fact he does not have his head. 'Tis only a flesh wound. 'Tis only a flesh wound. There's his weapon. Is a big ass staff, mace. Mace. Yeah, I'll call it a mace. It's probably, you know, more of a staff weapon, but I don't care. Calling it what I'm calling it. And that's just, you know, his empty hand. So let's see what Gorag's stat card is. Probably be under solos, possibly. No. You know, we've got the Forsaken right here, so let's see the Forsaken. So Forsaken looks like 4 damage. Speed 6, Strength 7, Mat 5, Rat 4. Defense is 13, Armor is 14, and weapon are her claws. So, you know, range ain't jack shit. Power 5 and PS is 12. Let's see, Ferocious. During its activation, this model can spend Fury points to make additional attacks or to boost attack or damage rolls. It can make 1 additional attack or boost 1 roll for each Fury point spent. And magic abilities, Blight Shroud. Remove all Fury points from this model. Enemy models within 1 inch of this model for each Fury point removed suffer a Power 8 magical damage roll. Add an additional die to the damage roll for each focus or Fury point on the enemy model. Wait, hold up. Add an additional die to the damage roll for each focus or Fury on the enemy model. Holy shitballs. So that is ridiculous. She is definitely going to be mainstay in my army with that. I'm gonna for sure see how she plays. Maybe even try to build around her with Anamag. That is ridiculous. This model must have at least one Fury point to make a Blight Shroud special action. And Consume Fury. Range based on command, which is 8. Target friendly faction Warbeast. If the Warbeast is in range, remove up to 5 Fury points from it and place them on this model. This model can have up to 5 Fury points at any time. Nice. Alright. Let's see, maybe Gorag. Yeah, Gorag is under attachments. That makes sense. Because it says on the box right there, command attachment. It helps to read, kids. So, Gorag has 3, 5, 7 damage. Speed 5, Strength 9, Mat 7, Rat 3. Defense is 12. Armor is 16. Command is 8. Great Mace. Sweet. I was right for a change. Range 2. Power 5. PS 14. And Horns is range 1. Power 3. PS 12. Berserk. When this model destroys one or more models with a melee attack during its combat action, immediately after the attack is resolved, it must take one additional melee attack against another model in its melee range. No Quarter. This model can use No Quarter once per game at any time during its unit's activation. This activation, models in this unit gain Pathfinder. A model in this unit that charges as part of its normal movement gains plus 2 inch of movement. No Quarter lasts for 1 round. Paralyzing Gaze. While in this model's command range, enemy models with line of sight to this model suffer -2 defense. That's because he's big and scary looking. Unyielding. This model gains +2 armor against melee damage rolls. So yeah, you definitely want to get him in quick, fast, and in a hurry. Great Mace. Powerful Charge. This model gains +2 to charge attack rolls with this weapon. And Horns. Critical Knockdown. On a critical hit, the model becomes knocked down. The model hit becomes knocked down. Alright. Well. Shit. They don't play around. Let's see, Blighted Ogrun Warmongers. Let's take a look at that stat card. So you've got different sculpts, which is on these cards is nice because they differentiate models A, B, C, D, and E. So all you have to do is just be able to keep straight which one's which. For me, that would involve putting some sort of little mark on the base. Makes it easy to differentiate. You know, you can give each one a name. You can have Bob, Peter, Jack, Chris, and you know what? You can have a Joe. Here we go. That 5 names. You put that on each base. There's Speed 5, Strength 9, Mat 6, Rat 3, Defense 12, Armor 16, and their command is a 7. They've got a War Cleaver, which is that polearm weapon of theirs. Range 2, Power 5, and PS 14. And you've got 2 different configurations. Leader in 2 grunts is 8 points, and Leader in 4 grunts is 13 points. So, Leader in grunts. Berserk. When this model destroys one or more models with a melee attack during its combat action, Immediately after the attack is resolved, it must take one additional melee attack against another model in melee range. And Unyielding, which I believe Gorag had also, so you can see that. We won't read it again. War Cleaver, powerful charge. This model gains +2 to charge attack rolls with this weapon. Go, and let's see, our Blighted Rotwings. So you can have Leader and 5 Grunts for 7 points, Leader and 9 Grunts for 12 points. And they are Speed 7, Strength 6, Mat 5, Rat 0, Defense 13, Armor 11, Command 7. They got their beak, which, range. If they're using their beak and they're pecking at you, they're going to be right up on your ass. So, the range is whatever. Power 3, PS 9. So they're not that strong. The whole purpose of them is to basically just swarm and just chuck dice. Let's see. Leader and Grunts. Finisher. This model gains an additional die on damage rolls against damage models. Reposition 3 inches. At the end of an activation in which it did not run or fail in a charge, this model can advance up to 3 inches, then its activation ends. Sitting Vulture. While base to base with this model, enemy models suffer -1 defense. So, that's alright, but if they're going against like a Khador Warjack, they're just gonna get smacked to the ground. They're gonna get owned. Even if they do get to roll that additional die on damage, they're not gonna stand a chance against a Khador model. So it's cool that they're included with the Force box. However, I probably won't be playing them much. I'm gonna try them out in a couple of games. But I'm more likely to go with my heavy war beasts that can do range, and using the warmongers to get up close and start beating face with those. But that's it. That's my Blighted Ogrun theme force, Anamag the Doom Feaster. I'm gonna get the other Gorag Rotten Eye posted up on eBay. Get that sold, since I didn't realize this came with one. And get these guys assembled, get them primed, and get them painted. They are right behind all of my basic Battle Force guys that are still primed, since I just posted that video, uploaded that video last night. And then these guys were coming in today. So I'm going to get my regular Battle Force painted, get these guys painted, and for a change, I'm actually going to have a fully painted army for a game. It's going to be weird. I've never had one of those before. So, it'll be a nice feeling. I could be one of those guys. But thanks for watching, everybody. Tomorrow I'm going to be at the CMON Expo, Cool Mini or Not Expo, downtown Atlanta at the Hyatt Regency Hotel. I'm going to be with my good friend, really good friend, Christopher Francis. You'll get to see him on the video. I'm going to try to get him doing some more videos with me after that. You'll get to see us playing some games. Gonna be showing off the contents of the swag bag, which there is some good stuff in that this year. In it, we've got the Godfather Corleone's Empire. We've got Way of the Panda. And then, there's the Zombicide exclusives. Not exclusives, but promos. Besieged promos. Those I'll probably just throw up on eBay, because I don't have Zombicide, I don't have Besieged, but I've been wanting Godfather Corleone's Empire for a while, and if I run into Eric Lang, all praise the Lord Lang, I'm gonna try to get him to sign my Blood Rage board, um, my Chaos in the Old World board, and maybe try to push my luck and see if I can get him to sign Godfather too while I'm there, because the man just produces greatness, and so it's going to be exciting to meet him. Going to get to meet Tom Vassell. Going to try to catch up with Michael Chanel, who works for Cool Mini or Not now, but I've known him from back in the early days of Gigabytes Cafe, when we were going to their first location on Roswell Road in the one of the shopping centers there. Just hanging out with him, playing Warhammer with him. He's just a really cool guy, so it'll be fun to get to see him again. Because he working for Cool Mini or Not now, he oversees I believe he oversees all the Dark Age stuff. So he is traveling a lot. He is all over the place. So it'll be good to catch up with him. And after that, I'll see what I've got coming out, and if there's seems like there's going to be a long stretch, I'll find something to do a video on, so that way you guys have to see my ugly mug again and listen to this beautiful voice. So that's all I got tonight. Blighted Ogrun themed force box. If you are a Legion of Everbite player and you are thinking about going with a theme, I really dig this. I say that now. I haven't played it yet, but looking at the cards, looking at the contents, the models, I'm really digging this. So go out, get you one. That's it. Thanks for watching again, everybody. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you all again. Have a good night.